Alright, we are about to get started with our final wave of the night. This is our preteen male to all the way to elite male. We got Will Fisher running first. Course today is largely unchanged from yesterday, so competitors are seeing a lot of the same obstacles that they already got to try before. Hopefully they can make some improvements on their run. Do have a couple modifications, making some things a bit different, some a little bit more challenging, some a little bit easier. We'll see how our competitors fare on those. Looks like we're just waiting for the all clear from Gavin to start our first run. Take a quick look at the run order here. We have Will up first, followed by Miles Wilson, who I believe took second place last night. Then we have McKay Estes, Kaysen Wynn, who I believe they are both in young adult. Eliza, Drew, Leo, Wyatt, Devin, Levi, and Holden. Will is off. This obstacle is unchanged from yesterday. He's going through very confident. Having experience already on these obstacles does help quite a bit. Yep. His pad does slide a bit on him, but he recovers nicely from that. And we're on to the lever problem. Also unchanged from yesterday. Yeah, making quick work of that. Alright, now this obstacle did take Will out a little bit last time on that jump there. Good to see he's learned from that first attempt. Making sure he gets on there good. Switching his feet here. Gonna go for that. Yep, makes that dismount. Alright. Climbing on in. Mostly unchanged. This part we did take out that trapeze at the bottom there. But Will doesn't need that. Makes it through fine. Just gotta get that dismount. Perfect. Alright, drawbridge is quite a bit different. This has made it a good bit easier. No longer have to pull the drawbridge up. Yep, just jumping across like that. Perfectly done. Yep. Trying to get... Yeah, unfortunately that board is quite difficult to control. See, looks like he might be going... Yeah. Trying to get lined up for that pole. He might opt to go for a Lachey instead. Big swing. There we go. Yep, go straight from the front. And just this last transition. One more move to the dismount. Perfectly done. Alright. We are on to the Ringmaster. This obstacle took out a lot of our competitors yesterday. See if Will can get it. They do have their hands on the first special delivery instead of rings now, but that last move is the same. They have to get that ring into the hook. Yeah, Will not quite making it on that first one. Again, very tricky move. Check out a lot of our competitors yesterday. Gonna use his second retry, or his retry, to get his second attempt. Getting lots of power for it. Unfortunately, like we've seen with so many competitors, we just had that bottom of the ring hit the hook and kind of bump it out of the way. But Will's going to keep going through. Hopefully this obstacle should be right up Will's alley. It's a bit more climbing-ish. Will's a very strong climber. Yeah, Very long obstacle. This is quite a significant change. They have those hooks, but they go all the way across now. There's no longer a zip line. Yeah. Arms have got to be feeling it at that point. Alright, this is also a change. Was already a pretty difficult obstacle yesterday. Now it's been made a little bit harder with that ring there. Ring is the only thing allowed on both of those skyhooks, so you have to bring it with you around that corner. Already difficult enough to hold on with 2 hands, but now you have 1. Good attempt from Will on that. Just 2 more obstacles left. Makes it up to the bar, no problem. Just try to thread it through now. Not quite. Looks like he's opting to drop and then go for the batarang. Time limit, I believe, is unchanged. It's still 5 minutes and 30 seconds for all our competitors. It should give everyone enough time to finish the course, hopefully. Batarang is tricky. Will's going to go run and hit that buzzer. Great way to start off the heat. Alright, Miles Wilson up next. And took home a silver last night. Now he's looking for a first place run tonight. And there's the countdown. Breezing through the first couple of obstacles. No problem whatsoever. Opting to swing on those. Probably a much funner way to get through that. Love to see that. Again, the spinning bar traverse is the same as yesterday. Miles going for the vertical limit. Yep. Just gotta get that slide. Beautifully done. And gets that dismount. Making very quick time up to this point. Very smooth through this. Right onto the cliffs of Yore, getting that link through that first half. And gets that dismount link too. Alright, this is where it starts getting a lot trickier. And Miles made it through to the back half of the course in only about a minute, so he's in. Yeah. Fortunately, doesn't quite get that on his first try, but does have his retry. Very close on that first attempt. Right, second time through now. Getting some big swing, and he gets it. Perfect. Alright. Miles should have no problem with this obstacle. This is very much in his wheelhouse, one of his strengths with that upper body and grip. Almost to the pivot point. Gonna move one more. Should be able to pull it down. Does make those hooks shake a little bit. It does make it harder, but Miles is able to get through that no problem. And gets that dismount. Got only 2 minutes into his run, already on to the last 4 obstacles. But he does have a retry left too, which is very good for him. And bumps with the pad. At the start, we're being pretty lenient with touching, but if you use it to help, okay, Miles does have his retry. Taking a little break here, wants to really make sure he gets this one. Again, that bar move is very tricky, even when you have both hands to grab onto it. So when you have a ring in one of them, makes it even harder. Miles getting his swing all lined up. And, oh! Super close on that. Great attempt from Miles. Looks like he's gonna go for it again. Of course, this won't count for his score, but he was so close on that. Let's see him actually get it. He definitely has that. Slips off a little bit. Going for it again. Yeah. And the last two obstacles are unchanged from yesterday. Miles has gotten both of them either in his run or in redemption. Now this is a new obstacle, so he's making the most of his time out on the course to try this one. There it is! Makes that, see the audience going crazy for that. Just that dismount. Dismount is pretty far away. Perfectly done. And we're going to skip the flying bar, probably due to time, go for the battering. Now, Miles did, unfortunately, not quite get this in his run. I believe he fell at the very last move, so he really wants to get some redemption on this, and he's crushing it so far. A little bit going too fast. Yeah, he's got time. He's going through that so fast, he has time to go for it again. Cruising through the first half. Yep, slowing down here a little bit. There we go. Make sure he gets that. Alright, I believe there's just one more move around a pole there. This is where what took him out last time. Let's see him get it. Yeah, there it is. And finish. Way to finish off that run. Super strong. Very good performance out of Miles here. Alright. We have McKay up next. A little wave to the camera there. Right, McKay is off. Going through these first few obstacles, no problem. Jumping right on into the spinning bar traverse. Stopping to tie his shoe. Don't want to trip on that. Just gotta get that dismount now. Should be no issue. Drawbridge also should pose no problem for McKay. It's been made significantly easier for today. Yeah. Taking a bit of a break before going into the Cliffs of York, and this is the first completely all upper body obstacle here, so you want to make sure your arms are ready. It's that catch. See if he's looking for... That looks like he's going for that pull and reach, which he gets. Then from here, this part's, I'd say, easier than that reach. Yep, just got to get that lâché and get that dismount. Perfectly done. Alright. On to the Ringmaster. Again, one of our most difficult obstacle from yesterday, with the highest fail rate. But let's see if Kay can get it this time. Having some experience on it already. Has lots of power for it. Oh, super close. Again, just a little bit off. You really have no time to adjust that ring from when you grab it to when you have to put it in there. Alright. Here goes on the second one. Oh, super close on that. Yeah. Again, this ring is a ninja killer. Struggling a little bit getting in there, getting a little, yeah, hung up. Alright, he's gonna go on to the Neo. Really making sure he's lined up correctly. Alright, looks like he's, yeah, just slips down. Again, that bar already hard enough to hold on to with two hands. On to Shockwave now. Makes that first sachet up, no problem. Just gotta get that thread now. Yeah. Overshoots it just a little bit. Onto the long shot. Arm's probably very tired by now. Just gonna go and hit that buzzer. Good finish from McKay. Got his teammate Kaysen up next. Very smooth through the Monkey Mayhem. Zip Talk should be the same. Yep. And lever problem, not an issue as well. Perfectly done. Alright, and he is going for the vertical limit. And very strong climber. Yep, makes it through. No problem making it look easy. Onto the drawbridge. Yeah. Unsurprisingly, not an issue here again. Cliffs of Yore now. Makes that catch. Goes for that pull and reach, which he gets, no problem. Just gotta get that final move. Nicely done. Alright, on to the Ringmaster. I've seen today already that it's still quite difficult for our competitors. First move, no issue there. Alright. Oh, he's going for... Oh, alright. He does that reach. Throws it on the hook and makes it. Now he just has to do that lache. Very nicely done. New beta there by Kaysen. Love to see it. Fortunately, might not work for some of our shorter competitors. Might not be able to get that reach. But definitely going to be a lot of competitors that might be looking to try that out after seeing him do it. Yeah. Kaysen should have no problem with this obstacle. Very strong with the grip and the upper body. Just got to get that tip. And all downhill from here. Looks like he might be going for the dismount from here. There it is. Alright, on to the Neo. About 2 minutes into his run, 4 obstacles left, and I believe he still has both of his retries. He's in a very good spot right now. Trying to fix that swing. So far, we've only seen Miles get this obstacle, and that was on his 4th try. Let's see if Kaysen can get it within 2. Still got 1. He's going to shake it out. Make sure he's ready. This is a difficult move. Taking the break here is going to be more beneficial if you make it than if you try to rush it and don't. So playing it smart here. Still has plenty of time for the rest of the course. Unfortunately, doesn't quite get it. A very, very great run from Kaysen with that new beta on the Ringmaster. And let's see him get through these last 2 obstacles. Gets that first thread. Now got to do the other side. Perfectly done. Alright, onto the actual shockwave. Oh, almost he gets the bar on there perfectly, just can't quite hang on. Still closer on that than we've seen a lot of the other athletes get. And last obstacle now. Catching his breath a little bit. Keep that battering from sliding back down. Makes that first move. And just slips off a little bit. He's going to go hit that buzzer. Great run from Kaysen. Okay, we have Eliza up next. All right, countdown is over, going through. Great speed, attacking the first part of this course. Looks like we got Preksha as her chalk caddy. Preksha, another one of our team ninjas who unfortunately did not compete this time due to an injury. Still being there for her teammates. Eliza's coming through quite quickly through the split decision. Perfectly done on that dismount onto the drawbridge. Yep, again, no issue. Now we're getting some chalk onto the cliffs of yore. getting that pull and reach. Fortunately, board keeps spinning a little bit. Might be trying to go from this side now. Starting to tip back around. Get the pull, and it went back. Oh, there it is. There it is. Gotta reach. There we go. Nicely done. Right, this part should be much easier for her. Yep, going through that side. Just gotta get that dismount, which should be no problem. Perfect. Alright. Got 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. Definitely has time to take a rest here. And Ringmaster, very difficult obstacle. No, she's really looking to get this one. We'll see if she opts to go for a lâché or if she's going to try to reach. Goes for the... Ooh. Almost gets the bottom end of the ring inside the hook. Getting our second try here. Alright. Oh, super close. Just unfortunately doesn't quite get it in. I'm going to keep going through on these last four obstacles. Last four obstacles, I believe. And TFT is a good bit harder. They have to make a lot more moves on those cannonballs. There we go. Nice. Almost to the halfway mark. Unfortunately, drops very great effort on that one, getting pretty far. Onto the Neo. Looks like we have about a minute left still. Definitely enough time for her to try out these last three obstacles. Gonna get her swing going the right way. Yeah. Not quite on that one. We're gonna... Looks like she's gonna skip the shockwave, go for the batarang. 10 seconds left. She can get sliding back down a little bit. Try this move here. Unfortunately, yeah, just running out of time there. Very solid run out of Eliza. Okay. Up next, looks like we have... Okay, looks like Leo is up there on the run order. I think Drew was next. Might have gotten switched around. Nope, okay, yeah, it is Drew. We're gonna switch back. Yeah, Drew did switch today. He previously did tier 2 yesterday. Moved up for tier 1 today, so could be some confusion with the run order there. But got that sorted out now. These first few obstacles are going to be the same for Drew as yesterday. He should have no problem with them. Got Will as his caddy. Making his way through the balance here. Yep, gonna help catch himself on those bars. Perfect. Alright. Makes that jump out. Very good. Gotta get that dismount now. Very, very good. Alright, we'll see which one he goes for. He's eyeing that vertical limit. Alright. I believe he did attempt this yesterday on his run. Wasn't able to quite get it. Gets into that position there. There we go. Come on. Partway there. Don't want to get stuck. Okay, unfortunately that is a fail. He did use the whole devil step. Only part in on that is the orange. It's unfortunate. He definitely had that, did that very difficult move. We'll see. Looks like he's gonna, yeah. Looks like he doesn't want to risk it, and he's gonna play it safe. It's unfortunate though. He definitely would have had that. That was very impressive. So, but always want to play it safe. You don't want to, yeah, accidentally make a mistake here and then have your points end early. I believe this dismount is new to him. That shouldn't be much of an issue. Yep, gets that, no problem. Alright, drawbridge. Gonna get that jump out. Yep. Bit of a push off, make sure he has to swing for it. Yep, gets on up there. Not an issue for him. Alright, Cliffs of Yore. This is also a good bit different from what he did yesterday. See how he does on it. There we go. Makes that jump out. First, Lachey. Very good. Gotta deal with this board. Looks starting to spin on him. He might be going around this way. Gonna have to get that pole and reach before it starts sliding back. Ooh, great save there. Manages to stay holding on. Not quite. Does have his retry here. We're getting more chalk. Making sure we're ready, getting that jump. Ooh. Yeah, good. Another good save there. See, looks like he's getting a bit of swing here. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be going straight for that Lachey. Oh, super close. Great attempt from Drew. Let's see him go on these. We're going to skip that one, looks like. And are we going to go for the TFT? Looks like we are. I know Drew did have some concerns about the ring one. So, makes sense. He's going to try some ones he maybe feels a bit more confident on instead. Gotta get that pull. Close on that. Good try. Alright, we're going on the TFT now. Not the TFT, sorry, the Neo. Good try there. Alright. Going straight to the final obstacle. See Vita jumping down there on the side. Right, up to that first move. Not quite. Does manage to get the batarang off, and he's going to go smack that buzzer with a dive for it. Hitting it a bunch of times just to be sure. Good run out of Drew. Alright, now we're on to Leo, who was up there before when it was Drew's turn. Looks like he's ready to go, just waiting. There's that countdown. Ooh, good save there. And that pad does like to slide. No problem through the lever problem. And making quick work of the fourth obstacle onto the split decision, going inside the spider wall. Makes that dismount. Right, again, drawbridge. Haven't seen this pose an issue for any of our ninjas so far. Don't expect it to start. Now this one can be a bit tricky, easy to get hung up on that spin. See if he decides to go for a lache. Looks like that's what he's going to be going for. Makes it. Very nice. Are they going to go for another lache again? Yep. Nicely done. Alright, on to the ringmaster. Looks like we're tying our shoe real quick. Making good time. Got 4 minutes left. Only a minute 32 this point. Alright, yeah, he's going for the Kaysen strat. Doesn't quite get it. Kaysen actually threw the ring. Ah, Leo gets that. Keeps the ring in his hand and places it in. Very nicely done. Just that dismount. He is a little sideways here. Ouch. Yeah, pull to the leg. Looks like he's starting to get in the right direction now. And he makes it. Very nice. Going straight into the TFT. He was hanging on that ring for a while. Ah, there he is. Yeah, opting to shake it out a bit more. Yeah, and TFT is going to be one of the more grueling, taxing obstacles. Again, a lot of upper body, a lot of precision. Especially if you just come into it from a lot of hanging like Leo did. Taking that break, he's making through quite smoothly. Alright, I believe just one more move and he'll be able to tip that over. Gonna maybe reset to get line back up. There it is. Give that arm readjusted. Ah, this peels off. Yep, does have his retry. Hands are not doing the best, but looks like we're gonna push through it. Alright. Here we go. There we go. Gets that first hook in. There it is. Hand starting to slip on that. Oh, not quite. Great run from Leo, though. Making it through the Ringmaster. Getting very close on the TFT as well. Let's see if he can get the Neo. Oh, ring. Looks like got a bit too much ring. Might be trying that again. Yeah, accidentally got a bit too much power. Took that ring off with him. Alright, is he gonna go for it again? He is. Good try. Alright. He's going on to the Shockwave. Get that. Gets that first thread and that second one. Very quickly, too. Ooh, close on that Shockwave. He does manage to hit both of them. Oh, looks like, yeah, might be not have enough time for the battering. He's going to go hit that buzzer. Very gentle tap on that buzzer there, but does the job. Okay, looks like we have Wyatt up next. Off to a very strong start. Almost going a little too fast here, but manages to catch himself. Making quick work of the split decision. Alright. Just like before, drawbridge should, yeah, fly right through that. And we're on to the Cliffs of Yore. That looks like he might be going for the Lachey here. Yep, gets that, no problem. Very efficient through that obstacle. Alright, onto the Ringmaster. That's one of the more difficult ones for him from yesterday. Probably might not have the wingspan to do the strat where you pull it off. But he doesn't need it. Makes it super clean on that first try. Perfect execution of how that obstacle was intended to be done. And see, he's very happy about that, as he should be. He's on to the TFT now. Taking a good break in this, probably the most tiring obstacle on the course besides perhaps the long shot. Wants to really make sure he's ready. Always better to, yeah, good thing we can reset to those platforms. Just got to get a little higher on that. Struggling a little bit to get that in there. We'll see, might opt to, can go back. Yep. There it is. Yeah, just got to hook that down. Does like to kind of lift up. Hear Harper yelling for him to go. There it is. Super clean. Again, sometimes you just need to take that quick reset. Oh, super close. There it is. I think there's just one more and he should... No, okay, one more and then it should go downwards, which should make it a bit easier. Very smooth through that. Just got the hang of it now, looks like. He's kind of got it in a balance there. There it is. Probably can do just one more, he might. Oh. Right there. There we go. Alright, looks like, yeah, he's going for that dismount. Great job. Minute 40 left. Down to 3 obstacles. So take his time here, make sure he can get the Neo. He is in a good spot with his retries, but hopefully he won't even need them. Lots of... Oh! Oh! Gets just like what we saw, I believe, happened to Leo, although admittedly with Wyatt's he was in the air a lot more. That might have shook him a little bit. Hopefully didn't knock the wind out of him too bad. It seems like he's okay. Yeah, I do gotta be careful. It's tough because you want to get a lot of power for that swing, but if you get too much, you know, like what we just saw happen, you do have to worry about that ring coming off before you're ready. I'm being a bit more controlled this time. Still want to get that power. Be looking towards the clock here. 30 seconds. Definitely enough time to get this one. Interesting. Has been hanging for a while. There we go. Getting that swing going. Alright. Doesn't quite get it. Unfortunate. Looks like he has 10 seconds left. He's gonna, yeah, go back towards the buzzer that way. Very strong performance from Wyatt there. Probably a bit bummed he didn't get the Neo, but very good performance overall. Should be happy with that run. Okay, we're moving. Yet another Skyhook team member. We have Devin. Saw his sister Sydney run earlier, and I believe Griffin will be running later. Making his way through these first few obstacles. Just gotta get under. Should see him coming out soon. There he is. Just gotta get that dismount now. Beautiful. Alright. Onto the drawbridge. Did struggle a bit with this one yesterday, but fortunately, it is quite a bit different, so he should have better luck with this one. Yep, no problem today. Team checking the time there. Is doing good. He has 4 minutes left. Wants to spin. See, he's getting a bit of swing here, and he gets that reach. Very nice. Yep, Going straight through these cliffhangers. And there we go. Alright. On to the Ringmaster. This is one he's probably a bit more worried about. Definitely within his capabilities to get this one. See Griffin as his caddy there. Shaking it out, making sure his arms are all the way ready. Want to be at your best condition for this one. Alright, he is off. No problem on that first move, as expected. Yep, there's that power he needs. Close. Again, just that bottom end of the ring coming a bit too far forward. Bit under halfway through his time. Just to make sure he's all ready. Alright. Going through. Yep, there's that power. Oh, no. So he got it in there, just couldn't quite hold on. Very close. He's skipping that one. Doesn't have too much time left. Well, he has time. But very tiring obstacle, eats up a lot of time. He wants to try some of these more fun ones. I think the TFT's fun, but the Neo is a very fun, interesting move. Doesn't quite get that one. We'll see. Is he going to go for... Yep, he's going to go for it. It's like we're checking the clock. Comes up a bit short on that Lachey. So he's gonna make his way over for the final obstacle. Gonna give this one a shot. Pretty close on that one. Let's see, he's gonna go get that buzzer. He's gonna go get that buzzer. Great run from Devin. Right, up next we have Levi. Yet another one of our team kids. Looks like we have Dexter as his caddy. Dexter should be running a bit later. And here's the countdown. Alright, making his way through. Yep, no issue there. Gets that jump out. go. Like the majority of our competitors, he is opting for the inside route. Feet slipping a little bit on the wall there, but making it through regardless. No problem with the drawbridge as expected. Makes that first move. Looks like he's going to go for the pull and reach. Going maybe back the other way. Or I might be going for that. Nope. That's that reach. Just does it from the forward position. Casual through with that one arm to the cliffhanger. I've been reaching for that back end of the board first. Smart, because the board won't swing away from you that way. Alright, onto the Ringmaster. This is probably one of the ones he was most worried about. Let's see how he can get through it. Unsure if he'll go for the reach or the lâché. He might not quite have the wingspan for the reaching the ring first, but we'll see. Getting that swing. Oh! So close. He gets it in there solid. Almost hangs on. Just doesn't quite with all that impact there. Super close. He definitely can get this. Alright, on to the second move. Come on. Oh. Unfortunately, just a little bit off on that one. Very close on that. Let's see him finish out his run, hopefully getting a couple more obstacles. Through. Post on the TFT there. Oh. Gotta get that angle. And bumps with the black on this part are fine. Just can't use it to help. Struggling a bit to get that angle right. Can't always reset to the block. Yeah, which he's gonna do. And shake it out. Got 45 seconds left. It is tricky getting that angle with the ring wanting to spin around. Looks like he's got it figured out now. Alright, gotta take that ring with him. Ooh, very close. Gets a solid grip on that bar. Unfortunately, just doesn't get it around quick enough. We're going to be skipping the shockwave, going for the batarang. That Move up. All right, onto the first transfer here. Looks like we got about 10 seconds left. All right, he's going to go get that buzzer. There we go. Great run from Levi. Alright, up next we have Holden coming out of Traverse. I believe Holden might be our first non-Skyhook competitor of this wave. Coming out very smooth through there. Holden is in teen male. He's likely looking to go pretty fast. Oh! Does go through very fast. A little too fast there. Just peels off. We'll see if he tries to slow it down a little bit here. Yeah, playing it a bit safe. Alright, he's going for the vertical limit. And in teen, you're competing against Bodhi, so speed is going to be on your mind. Very nicely done through the vertical limit side of it. Not much to say about the drawbridge there. Onto the cliffs of Yore. Might be setting up for a link. Oh! He was. Doesn't quite get that other hand off in time. Making sure he's ready. Going for it again, looks like. Let's see it. There it is. Oh, good catch there. Making it a little risky looking. And there again, see him go down to his fingertips. Living on the edge there, getting some flair for that. Alright. On to the Ringmaster now. I do not recall if Holden got this one yesterday. Going from one ring, which I don't think he might be the first competitor I've seen do that. Obviously, works well enough. I'm gonna adjust his grip a little bit. There we go. What a clean catch. Alright. Just 2 minutes into his time. Setting a very good run so far. Let's see him keep that up here. Shaking out his arms. Again, this is probably the most taxing obstacle here. Does not have his retry, I believe. So really wants to make sure he is prepared. Good recovery there. Alright. Should be able to tip this on his next one. Yep. Then from here, it's all downhill. It is a bit harder to unhook that one, but he gets through it fine. There we go. Gotta get that ring out. Right, he's probably gonna go for the dismount from here. Yep. Very nice. Alright, he's on to the Neo now. 2 minutes left. Oh, that is rough. Yeah, he's gonna try that again. Unfortunately, yeah, we've seen that ring slip out we've seen a couple times, and he didn't have a retry left. But we're gonna go for it again. Yeah. Yeah, no, okay. Thought he might go for it a third time, but we're gonna move on to the shockwave. Makes that catch. Now for the thread. I believe we've seen, yeah, we've seen everybody go for the hop thread so far. No lever today. We did see the lever, I think, used a bit more than the hop yesterday. Ooh, super close on that move. Is he gonna... He's gonna go get that buzzer. Little jump there. Great run from Holden. Alright, we have Logan up next. Very efficient through these first few moves. Very quick through here as well. Yep, going on the inside for the split decision. And very quick through this part. Facing the wrong way, just going to turn around. Very nice. Alright, onto the drawbridge. Jumping straight out. And right into the next obstacle. Looks like he's gonna go, might be going for the, goes for the lache. And gets that link too. Alright. Over 4 minutes going into this one. So we got Graydon as his chalk caddy. Right, we'll see what he goes for. Looks like he might be going for the, lache. Oh, close on that one. Got Vita up in the rafters to make resetting on that one easier. Shaking it out, taking a break here. Right, going again. Makes a big reach over there. That reach, he might be able to reach the ring from here, but I think he's going to go for it. Oh. Super close on that. Unfortunately, Logan's going to keep on going through, though. Good adjustment there. I get through that. Let's see him do the Neo. Just got to get that swing going. Do want to make sure the ring doesn't pop off a bit too early. Ooh, gets a good grip on the pole. Just doesn't quite make it around. See, he's looking at it. He might go for it again. Yeah, looks like he is. There we go. Yeah, just going to push off the pole a little bit. he has already failed out, so he can use the pole as much as he wants. And just misses with his hand there, looks like. Looks like we're gonna... He might... Talking with Gavin a little bit. Looks like Gavin's asking if he's gonna try the other ones. Looks like he's calling it there. Great run from Logan. Alright, we have Bodie up next. Already cruising. Little push off the TikTok there. But oh, look at those jumps. And there's that speed through there. Love to slow down a little bit here. There we go. Skipping that orange hold as well. Bodie absolutely dominated yesterday, and he's doing that again today with those links. And linking into the ring as well. Love to see it. So I tried to go for a skip there, didn't quite work out. That one did. Breezing through even the TFT, which has been a pretty big time consumer here, and skips from the third cannonball. Just a minute in. Looks like he's just going forward grip on that. Yeah, no problem. Bodie pretty much did that yesterday with the one hand on each, so just add in the ring. Not a big deal. Good adjustment there. Just one more move and links that dismount. Absolutely insane. Likely gonna get another full clear here. He is shaking it out. More tired here. Saw him absolutely cruise through this yesterday. Yep, does that big skip there, and there's that speed. Look at that. Absolutely wild. Oh, and... well, he finished. Unfortunately, our camera cut. And it's back on. Absolutely insane run from Bodie, as usual. Very tough bar to beat for those competitors, getting a bump from our cameraman. And we're setting the camera down, looks like. Alright, and we're back up. Alright, Brandon up next. And Brandon's coming out with a lot of speed as well. He's also swinging on those. Not entirely sure how much faster that is, but it's probably definitely a lot more fun. And very efficient through that as well. Brandon's going for the vertical limit. Look at that lock off there. Yeah, that makes it to the orange. And yeah, no problem on that dismount. Should breeze through the drawbridge. And going right into that. Taking a page out of Bodie's book with this pace he's putting on. And links that first half. And gets that dismount linked as well. Alright, he's onto the ring. And one of the more tricky ones. Gets that first try. Very nice. Getting a little chalk here from Caden. Onto the TFT. Getting that ring unhooked. Or cannonball unhooked. A couple misses here. Might opt to. There he is. That one went in perfect. Now he's got a rhythm going. To the tip. Oh. Fortunately, that cannonball does stay in there. Got that tip. Just lining that hook up. There it is. Probably do one more move. There it is, and now he's going to get that dismount. Voice is getting tired. Alright, onto the Neo. See him planning that out. And a very tricky obstacle. Wants to make sure he gets this. In a good spot with his time and his retries. But you know he's looking for that full clear. Just got to get that swing going the right way. Want to be careful also not to bring the ring off too early like we've seen happen to some other competitors. Yep, he's watching that ring and going for it. Oh, he's close. He's going to go for that again. Definitely has that. Totally has the motion down, just needs a little bit more power coming around on that spin. Getting our hands ready. Yeah, planning out that motion. Really lock it in. About 2 minutes left. Alright. All lined up. Alright. It's getting ready to go. Getting that power. And, yeah! Let's go. Gets that move. Alright, he does have to get that dismount now. Just has to get his swing going the right way. Perfect. And he's psyched about that, as he should be. Alright, he's going into the final two obstacles. He's going for the lever. Beautiful execution there. Just one more. Unfortunately, doesn't quite get the balance right. He does have his retry left, though. And he does have enough time to get through this and the bat. Hopefully we can see another full clear here from Brandon. Taking a bit more of a break here. Getting more chalked up. Alright, he is off again. No problem with that first lever. Now he has to do the other side. There it is. Right onto the shockwave itself. Let's see it. Oh. Super close on that. Let's see if he can get this batarang. Going for it. 10 seconds. Can get that. Oh. Super close on that. Gonna get that buzzer before it runs out. Yeah, and he gets it. Very solid run out of Brandon. Super cool to see another person get the Neo. Alright. We have Griffin up next. Lost our camera there for a second. Might be changing out the battery. Hopefully we get that back on. Order real quick while we get that sorted. Yeah, as you can see, yep, Griffin is up. Then Harper, Cannon, Graydon, Kean, I believe. Braden, Vincent, Dexter, Croy, different Braden, and Jace. Alright, camera is back on. Yep. Alright, now we're going back to the starting line. Griffin's looking to get to be another full clear here. We got Bodie as his caddy. Alright, Griffin is off. Great speed here. Little stumble there, but saves it very quickly. Yep, no problem there. Alright, he's also going for the vertical limit. Dredging it across there. Yep. Very smooth transition. And going right into the cliffs of Yore. Ooh, gets that link with that board spinning too. Very good links there. Alright, onto the Ringmaster. Yeah, this one a bit of a trickier one. Griffin definitely can get this. Is he going to? Yeah, no problem. Perfect. Alright, getting some chalk here. Little reset. Gets it hooked in. Very good rhythm going here. Quick into that drop. And there it is. Going for that dismount now. Right, he's onto the Neo. And one of the trickier ones. Gonna breathe, make sure he's ready for it, planning out those hand positions. Just gotta get that swing going the right way. Quite slides down on that first one. Checking out that arm there. And that bar, very difficult to grab onto. Has the direction right. Just gotta lock it down on this next one. Alright, there he goes. Ooh! Oh, no. So close on that. He got that grab, just didn't quite get the reach with the ring to the Skyhook. Very unfortunate. Super close on that. Let's see him finish out the course strong. Yep, through that thread onto the shockwave itself. Very nicely done there. Yep, one last move and gets the dismount. Alright, one last obstacle to go. Got plenty of time left with the pace he was setting. Checking his wrist quite a bit. Hopefully didn't tweak it on something during his run. Yep, gets that big jump out. Right now, got to do the transfer. Got some very nice focus on the pole there. Now we're back on Griffin. Oh! Unfortunately, yeah, Bat slides right as he goes. He's alright, though. He's going to go smash that buzzer. Or tap that buzzer, yes. Checking his wrist again. Hopefully, we're alright there. But, yeah, very strong run from Griffin to that point. That'll probably put him pretty high in the standings. Yeah, I believe, yep. Standing there, that puts Griffin in second place. We have Harper going now, absolutely attacking that first part of the course. Harper took first yesterday. He's looking to do that again. Also going for that swing. We've seen a couple others do. Also going for the vertical limit. Using those legs. Very smooth. That drawbridge should be no issue for Harper. And gets that jump. Yeah, he's really going for... Ooh, gets that link too. Very clean. Harper's definitely going for not just a full clear, but for the fastest time to that point. Yep, link into that. I'm going to go a little bit slower on here. Gets that. Very clean. Perfect. Just going to chalk up real quick here. Here he goes. Good precision there. 4 minutes left on the clock. And look at that. Very quickly through there. Little difficulties with that carabiner swinging here, but there it is. Now they've stopped. And he's gonna go all the way down. Very nice. Alright, on to the Neo. Alright. There we go. Looks like he's got his angle right. Gets that catch. Ooh. Unfortunately, yeah, does run into that pad, which is a fail. Definitely has that, though. Got that ring in there. Yeah, see Gavin telling him to watch that pole. Alright, second try. He's getting that swing going. There it is. There it is. And manages to stay holding on. Yep, do have to do that dismount. Perfect. Almost falls off. That is not the start for the next obstacle, so if he did overshoot it, he would be fine. No, he's got to be feeling very good about that. Just 2 obstacles to go. Harper made this one fine yesterday. Just got to do the same thing again here today. Ooh. Fortunately, just misses with that one side. Going for it again. Yep, just got to get these threads. All right. Got to make sure he hits with both sides. Unfortunately, doesn't quite make it. He's going to keep on going, though. Was very fast to that point and got through the Neo, which I believe only one other person has done so far in his division. Let's see if he can get the Batarang. Or... oh, is he going to backflip again? He's gonna do a flip again. Or not. Maybe he did and I just couldn't see it on the camera. So, panning it around. He did, he made it almost to the end on the Batarang yesterday. Just didn't quite get that last move. Really want to see him get that one today. Yep, first one down. And that's 2. 3 more to go. Come on, Harper. There we go. 2 more. All right, 1 more. 10 seconds. This is where he fell last time. He's got to get it through. Oh, and he goes straight for the landing, and I think he made it. Very nice. Great run, Harper. Yep. Did that. Yeah, very huge skip and pulled it off. All right, up next we have Cannon. Looks like we're just waiting for the clear there. See what that put. Yeah, I believe Harper's run just put him in first place. About 50 seconds faster than Brandon to that point. All right, Cannon is off. Is wearing his team shirt this time. Maybe got tired of Christian giving him a little crap for it. Oh, cutting that landing a little close, but does make it. Alright, and going for the vertical limit. Like I said before, Cannon's upper body strength is very strong, as you can clearly see there. And gets the rope out. Also going straight into here. We'll see if he goes for a link. He does. And link on that. Caught those cliffs and lock off. Alright, he's onto the Ringmaster. Again, this is a harder one. He's got to really focus on this. Yep. Yeah. Alright, yeah, he's going for that reach. See if he's going to... yeah. Hooks it up. Cutting it close on that landing there. Fortunately, he does make it. Alright, this one shouldn't be too much of an issue for Cannon. Perfect. All right. On to the Neo. Catching his breath a bit here. Yep. Gavin giving him the clear for that bump with the pull there. Ooh, yeah. Just slips off. Does have his retry. Taking a nice long break here, making sure he's fresh. As fresh as he can be after doing this course. Alright. Just getting that angle right. Ooh. Unfortunately. Does get a pretty good grip on that bar. As you can see, managed to stay on it for a while. But didn't quite get around. He's going on to the bar hop now. Doesn't quite get that thread. Beautiful candlestick roll. Coming into our final obstacle, the long shot. Sliding back down a little bit, but fixing that. Yeah. Chucks the battering. And he's gonna make his way to the buzzer there. Solid run out of cannon. And he's getting a monster that may or may not be his. Hopefully it's his. Alright. We are on to Graydon. Looks like we might have Dexter as his caddy. Yep. See him going with speed. Another competitor in teen male division. He knows he has to get through decently quick if he wants to get a high placement. And he's going pretty quick right now. Yeah. Coming through. Just got to get under. And then back up. Very nice dismount. Getting a little chalk here. Going straight into, and also going for that link. Probably going to link the dismount. There we go. All right. On to the ringmaster. He's going for that reach. And gets that catch. Very nice. Alright, gonna chalk up a little bit here for the TFT. It'll miss there. Can reset to that platform. Coming out. All right. Did manage to get that hook out. Little miss there.
Let's go, Graydon.
Wasn't another miss there.
These ones, if you don't get it on that first one, it's better to reset back, Trying to get into a lock-off on that top arm.
Yeah, he's going to reset that. He was hanging on that one arm for quite a while. Hopefully, like we've seen a couple athletes do, just having this reset will make it go through nice and easy on this next time through. Looks like we're going through again. He's looking kind of far out there. He might be trying a skip.
Looks like it. Ooh.
Close on it.
I think might go for it again, and then if he can reset it back, he might just go for the regular. There we go.
There it is. There it is. Yep.
Very clean. Going for the re-grab.
There it is.
One more. Nice.
Now it's just got to do one more to get that to tip. And
Nice.
from there,
Free sailing.
there it is.
Open water.
Got to really pull down on it.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Might be going for the
Oh, yeah.
dismount
Looks
from
like he
here,
is
like
going
what
for the
Bodie
dismount.
did.
Very nice.
And he makes it.
All right, this next one's pretty tricky here, the Neo.
Stretching out his hands a little bit here. Still doing pretty good on time. He's got 1:30 left. Definitely enough time to get through this and at least the next obstacle.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta fix that swing.
Yep.
Gotta make sure.
Ooh,
Ah.
just that slip off there.
It
That's
does,
terrible.
I've seen that happen to quite a few of our athletes. Fortunately, he didn't go flying like we've seen a couple do, but it is an unfortunate way to use your retry, especially because you don't actually get to try out the Neo move itself.
And I know Graydon was feeling pretty confident with this one, so hopefully his confidence is not shaken here by that little slip up there.
Just got to focus a little bit more on that ring not coming off, and
Yep.
he should be solid.
Looks like he's looking at it, making sure it's not going to slip off before he starts getting that swing. There we
And
go.
there's that power.
Ah.
Just slips off that bar.
Yeah, his hands were probably dying already from the amount of time he spent on that one arm there on the cannonballs.
Yeah. Coming into the shockwave.
Ah,
Doesn't
just
quite
misses
get that. Sorry, he's going to go for the long shot now.
Makes that first one.
From here, this one should be... slides
messed that
back.
up a little bit. That's okay. Very
He's
impressive
going to
run.
hit that buzzer.
Very impressive run by Graydon here.
Very solid. All right. I believe we got... I'm not quite sure if I'm saying this right. I think I heard it be said Kian. If it's Kian, I am sorry.
Like the spice?
I believe...
I think that's Kian.
I think it is Kian. Right. We got Braden having an intense conversation with our dummy Bob there, looks like.
Bob's our mascot.
He's unfortunately been beaten up a good amount today.
That's true. I saw his hat on backwards and his glasses on the floor earlier.
Saw his hat get knocked off earlier.
Not good.
Back to Kian. He's cruising through this part. I believe he might be in Preteen.
That sounds correct.
So
He would
he's
feel
looking
like,
to beat Harper, who's
Harper.
currently in the top spot there.
Harper and Miles.
So he's gonna, if he wants to get first, he needs to get past the Neo. Obviously, he's gonna be gunning for a full clear here. And cruising through that with that one-handed swing. Love the style there. Makes that first grab
Going for the
onto
top.
the tricky part.
Haven't seen too many people fail this one today.
I might be wrong, but I think he did make this one yesterday. It does, unfortunately, bump it again. Very, very precise, sort of finicky move.
And he doesn't have the height to do what some of our taller competitors were doing, where they monkey barred across.
Yeah. Haven't seen anyone throw the ring since Kaysen, unfortunately, but that's probably a
For the
smarter
better.
decision.
I think that was definitely one of the best moments today. Oh, makes that
And
ring.
makes that.
Looks like it was a
Perfect.
mishap last time.
Yeah. Again, oftentimes when you're running that course, you're tired, you're going fast, you just make those little mistakes.
Yep.
Most of our competitors are totally capable of doing these obstacles.
When they're fresh.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, and
And
this.
he's got a great rhythm going here. Very precise.
Yep.
Super comfortable on this. Already to the tipping point,
It's like he's doing that faster than Cannon.
says Cannon. Yeah, Cannon is joining us for the commentary now that he's finished his run.
Very smooth on those cannonball hooks, though.
Onto the Neo. Really wants to get through this one.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing it. He's watching that ring.
Yep.
Getting
making sure
lined
it
up.
swings up. Oh,
Yeah, it slips off.
doesn't get quite enough power to go all the way around there. You really got to get super duper high and then get your arm all the way around there.
And really got to really find that balance, because like we've seen, it is easy to get a bit too much power too early and get that ring taken off. Got a feel for it now. Hopefully that should be enough to lock it in. Got Gavin there with the thumbs up for the incidentals. Ooh!
Just really close on
Unfortunate.
that one.
That ring did slip off for him, but he almost salvaged it. He
Yeah,
got a good
seriously.
grip on that bar. Would have
Very
been
impressive.
super clutch if he made that, but
Ooh, just misses that thread there.
he's going fast now. He's got all the time he needs to get through this.
Plenty of time.
Very
Looking
clean through
very
that first
confident
one.
on the batarang here. Oh, just
just
missed
slips
that. Looks
off.
like his arms are really tired by this point, which
As
does
they
make sense.
are, you've been running for a while straight. A lot of those obstacles, like the TFT, are designed to be very taxing on your upper body. TFT coming from an obstacle Coach Gavin made for the burnout at NSC for Life Force.
Yep, I think NSC Finals.
NSC Finals. All right, we have Braden up next. Braden Tunnel. Braden is from Skyhook. We have Braden Wood coming up in a few runners.
Which
Who's
is
from
Braden
Traverse.
Tunell, actually.
Tunell, my bad.
I think that's wrong. I think it is Tunnel.
Fuck. I don't like you. That's mean. Sorry about that. No, it's not. Alright. Braden making quick work. Braden was not here yesterday, so unfortunately he didn't get to see or run the course before, but he did get to see a lot of
The runners
competitors
today.
run today, which hopefully should be enough for him to do very good on the course here. Yeah. Went through no problem.
Ooh, that was
Big
clean
skip.
right there.
Braden loves doing big moves and skips, and
yeah.
as you can see just there,
He's got crazy good hops everywhere he goes.
yeah,
You can see the power in those legs. Oh, just slips off.
on that grip. We'll
See
see.
Gavin with the reset.
Going to play
to
it
the
safe
safer
this
side.
time around.
Probably a wise decision here. Want to conserve some energy for the rest of the course as well.
Did give it a shot, which is, I'd
Very
say a good decision. If you haven't tried it and you think you might get it, I think it's good to try. It can save you some time.
Absolutely.
But if you do try it, always safe to do when you know 100% you can get.
And at the end of the day, we're all doing this to have fun, have a good time. So I think if you want to, you should always try the thing you're going to think you have the most fun with.
Says the guy who didn't cartwheel off the drawbridge.
Because that's dumb. I would try. I'll try a round off. A round off would be cool.
Oh,
You
that's
said-
what I meant.
You
Okay,
said
my
cartwheel.
bad. My bad. Anyway, Braden's doing great so far. He did, yeah, like I said, not try this one today, But again, the Shays he should be very familiar with. Do have that slightly finicky spinning board there, but shouldn't be too bad for him.
Yep, looks like it is all good. Ooh.
Gonna spin around. He might be going for the pull and reach.
I think that's what we're... Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going back. Getting a little aggravated there with that breath out.
There it is, though. He's got it. And from here, it should be smooth sailing.
Very clean.
Yep, makes that
Nice.
catch. Perfect. All right, on to the Ringmaster. We have been seeing, like I think Cannon said, our competitors do a lot better on this one today, getting a lot more clears, which is great. This will be Braden's first time trying this obstacle, though.
And I don't think Braden has quite the wingspan to monkey bar across like we've seen a lot of our other young adult male competitors do. So he is going to have to go for that grab.
Oh, he's young adult now.
He's older than me.
I thought he was teen last year. Oh, well.
No, he's like 17, bro. I'm pretty sure he's older than me. Oh,
Ooh,
just misses
close
that. Looks
on
like
that
he
one.
tapped it with his knuckle right before the ring went.
Like what we've seen a lot with that ring or their hand just bumping the hook before
You
they can
really
get the
just got
top
to pull
in.
that ring straight towards your sternum.
Flip
I've
the top
seen-
forward.
Seen the most success because you just have so much forwards momentum anyway.
Going for it again.
I will say this time, having your hand straight on the red handlebars instead of on those gray rings on the side like we had yesterday does make this obstacle. Oh! Gets the ring in. Does not quite hold on.
Still a very solid run, especially for him. He's going to be skipping the TFT, looks like, saving his strength to try out some of the other obstacles in this back half.
Very valid decision. I think that one is definitely just a killer if you're trying to have some fun now. Very impressive run from Raiden. I think you should be very happy with his results.
Yeah, for sure. Well, be even happier if he can get this TFT.
This is the Neo.
Neo, I'm tired. Looks like get there we go. Just like with our there's Vita dropping
just
down
dropping
again for
down
like the
from
third
sky
time.
For absolutely no reason needed. Come on, Braden.
Oh, so looks like he might have hit his hand on that part.
Looks like he's going to try it again. Very
Has the
good
time
decision.
for it, might as well.
Very respectable. Ooh,
Oof.
just misses that grab.
That fall checking his hands there. He's going to go smack that buzzer.
Very impressive
Very
stuff.
nice.
Up next here, we've got Vincent Morrison, one of our team prep members here at Skyhook. Very happy to see him competing today.
For sure.
All right, on the zip talk here, going around.
No problem. Wasn't a problem for him yesterday. Shouldn't be a problem for him today. Little stumble there, but good save. Got Devin being his caddy. Yeah, being careful on that jump here. Did see a couple of our smaller competitors struggle with that jump a bit yesterday. They've been getting that quite a big reach, as you can see, but getting through. And very
Makes that
nice on the
jump
dismount.
Nice and easy. Very clean from Vincent.
Coming up and over. Just gotta go back under and then up again. And this, another obstacle just designed to kind of tire you out a bit and take up some of your time. But Vincent's making it through pretty efficiently. Does have a bit of a bigger reach with that trapeze no longer there, but no problem for him.
No problem whatsoever here.
Ooh. Got a little close on that dismount. Very good save with that foot there. And the drawbridge. Yep. Super clean through that. Yeah, drawbridge hasn't been a difficulty today. Nice breath of fresh air for some of our competitors yesterday.
Yeah, we had a lot of people failing out there, having a lot of trouble getting across. I think especially our shorter competitors were having some difficulties.
Right, makes that first lâché. Let's see, looks like he's going to go for the reach.
Looks like it.
Which he makes no problem. Couldn't even tell that that board is spinning. Kept it perfectly still.
I think we've been seeing that with a few of our lighter competitors this wave. Is without the magnet in the way, it seems like it is a lot easier for them.
Just got to get this dismount now. Should be no issue for Vincent. Perfect.
At all.
All right, now on to the ringmaster. Taking a good breath here. And one of the more difficult crux point obstacles from yesterday.
Yes, sir.
He's going to make sure he gets it today. Taking all the time he needs, and he's off.
Heck yeah, Vincent. All right, looks like he is swinging pretty hard here. Looks like he's going to go for the top. Yep.
Yeah. Does have some nice options with those gray rings no longer being there. Ooh, very close on that one. Just a little bit off. Just going to get that reset. Now you can see the rings we do have still there. Originally, the plan was to have them be on that hooks, and the competitors had to pull them off the hooks and put them on the special delivery. But with how hard the obstacle without that was yesterday, decided to get rid of that for today. Alright. I'm just going to lock it in for this, getting lots of swing. Super close on that last attempt. Let's see him. Oh, unfortunately, doesn't quite get that. He's going to keep on going. He's still smiling, still having a good time. Going to have fun with the rest of this course here.
And that's really what matters here.
For sure. A lot of fun obstacles here today. Want to make sure you can make the most of them. Yep, he's resetting back to that hook. Very wise decision there. And makes that next hook. Just got to get that next one unhooked now. Yeah. Arm's definitely feeling it. He's going to go for the Neo now. Has a bit over a minute left. Oh, doesn't quite make that jump. That's alright. He's going to go for it again. One of our shorter competitors in this division. Alright, he's going to get that one now.
Looking like you should have gotten a height check there in the walkthrough. You're going to have to keep that in mind for next time.
Might have too, and just, yeah, missed on that one. But he's getting through just fine through here. He's going to get, does get that ring off. Not quite enough power, but did get to try that one out. Looks like, yep, we are going to skip the bar hop. He's going to go for the battering. Gets it slid up good. Now for the transfer. Alright, looks like we're almost out of time. He's going to go hit that buzzer. Very nicely done from Vincent. He's very happy with his run there. Okay. We are getting down closer towards the end. We have 7 runners left. Up next we have Dexter. We saw him caddying for a couple of his teammates here in this wave. Now it's his turn to run the course.
Dexter, I think, should feel very confident here today. He was killing it yesterday, and I think he'll be killing it again today.
Yeah. Cruising through the zip talk here.
Mm-hmm.
Taking his time, making sure he doesn't make any little slips on that balance.
Very valid decision
And
there.
going in to this. Looks like we have Jace as his caddy, who I believe is up in just a couple runners. Very nice. Yep, opting for the route most of our competitors have taken today. There we go. Just gotta get that landing now. Just like that. No problem through the drawbridge, as expected. Alright. Looks like we going for that reach now. Spun back around. Getting some swing. He drops because he's going to go for a reset. Alright. Managing to starting to spin again a little bit. See, does get back around. Looks like he's getting that swing aligned right. Doesn't quite get enough height on that Lachey, unfortunately. But he's gonna keep on going through.
On the ringmaster now. Ooh, tries for that. Ooh, doesn't quite.
Ooh,
Dude, going for that
yeah.
one-handed is crazy.
The one-hand lead could work. Just gotta probably bring up that second hand to help.
Mm-hmm.
It'll bump with that pole there, but that's all good. Oh,
Looks like he's gonna try. I think he's probably feeling tired by this point.
yeah, for sure. Looks like he is gonna try the batarang move. Finishing up. Gotta finish off that buzzer. Good job, Dexter. Okay. We have Croy up next. Croy's coming out of Traverse. Croy had a very solid run yesterday. Hoping to keep that up and improve on it today. Very smooth, and opting for the safer route on the split decision. Just gonna get on up. Very nice. Alright, going straight into the cliffs of your very smooth into that pull there. And gets that dismount. Ooh, gonna have to use a retry here. It's alright. Oh, so close. He gets that ring in there, but only had one hand on it. Couldn't quite hold on. Gonna keep on trying these last few obstacles. Doesn't quite get enough power on that Neo there. It's gonna go for the shockwave. He's going for, went for the lever strat. Fortunately, didn't quite get the balance quite right there. Yeah, this taps. He's definitely feeling it. I'm tired. He's gonna go get that buzzer though. There it is. Alright, we got Braden up next. Braden took third yesterday. Also coming out of Traverse. Very smooth. Yep, he's going for a quick time here. Very smooth. Just gotta get under and back up. Very nice. Yep, straight into the cliffs. Very smooth through that. Nice links there. Alright. Unfortunately, yeah, just kind of hits that hook a little bit. But lock it in. Focus, get this one. Unfortunately, yeah, comes up a little bit. Yeah, not quite aligned. Very unfortunate, but he's going to keep on going, trying out the Neo. Did have pretty good time up to that point. Ooh, oh, super close on that. Audience telling him to go try one more time. Was very close to it. Let's see if he can get it this time. He's there. Oh, yeah, slips down a little bit. Unfazed, though, going through the shockwave. Doesn't quite get that thread. That's alright, we're moving on. On to our final obstacle, the long shot. Valiant effort from Braden. He's going to finish that buzzer. Good run from him. Alright. We are down to our final 5 runners of the night. Up, we got Jace. Coming, yeah. And then after Jace, we have Nate and Ben Williams, Malcolm Ryan, and Caden Madselin, our elite competitor. Right, countdown is off. All right. Going through at a pretty nice pace here. Not too fast, so we won't make those little mistakes. But still very efficient and smooth. There we go. Makes that reach across. Yep, little switch up of the feet and get that dismount. Alright, yep, going the inside route like you did before. Going for that dismount, makes it. Alright. There we go. There we go. Yep, that swing took him around, but used that to his advantage nicely. Ooh, nice little underbar there. Right on the edge of the pad, but he gets on there, and that's what matters. Alright, onto the ringmaster. Close on that one. He does have his second attempt here. He did make this move yesterday, just has to do it again. Unfortunately, doesn't quite get that. Sorry, he's going to keep on going through. Onto the TFT now. Gets that skip. Love to see it. There it is again. And tipped it down. Oh, he's going for the big dismount. Looks like, nope, we're gonna go back. Another skip there, and he's definitely has that dismount from there. Yep. Very smooth. Alright, on to the Neo. I believe Jace did make this yesterday. See if he can do it with the ring there now. Yeah, it does a little slide down there. Unfortunately, he's gonna go for the shockwave next. No, he's gonna go for the batarang, or he might be calling it there. Probably very tired. Yeah, very strong. Oh, looks like he might have done something to his foot. I'm not sure where that was. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully we can get someone to get him some ice there. Got our camera being covered up there. Hopefully Jace is okay. Up next we have Nate Williams. Doing a little dance for the camera there. Getting warmed up for his run. 3 runners left before we have our elite run. Yep, Nate's going through with some nice speed there. Very nice. Gets that dismount. He is through, just gotta get up to that bar for the dismount. Very nice. Alright. Looks like he's checking his time, making sure he's doing good, which he is. Has 4 minutes left. Alright.
Commentator Cannon is back. In the house.
Wow.
Got Nate running here. Benjamin's little brother. We'll see Benjamin run in a little bit.
Ben's right after him, actually.
Oh, there we go.
In a row.
Brother. Monkey see, monkey do, I guess, in this case.
Looks
Ooh.
like his hands
Hand is
are
messed
bugging
up.
him.
Makes sense on this
Yeah.
course.
You know, so yeah, ran yesterday, so I know I can say my hands were pretty beat up at the start of today.
Yeah, well, I got a few rips already from last night.
Yeah.
Had to make sure they wouldn't rip today as well.
Nate's coming over to the ringmaster now. Let's see if he can get this move. Won't count for his scored run, but it will count for accomplishment.
Misses that.
Goes for
ring.
that reach. Is a bit long for him.
Moving
He's gonna
on
be
here.
skipping the TFT. His hands were bugging him.
All right, looks like he is done with the course
gone
today.
straight to the buzzer. Yeah, good effort from Nate. Yeah, a lot of competitors got to be really tired
Oh yeah.
after competing. You know, yesterday and then long day today. But up next we have Ben, Nate's brother. And
Sir
then
Benjamin here.
Ben is our third to last runner of the night. Ben,
We got Malcolm, and then Caden
and
in elite.
Caden. Ben is off. Nice and easy through these first couple obstacles. It's that dismount.
Very smooth through here. Chalking back up. Looks like he's going to go for the safer option on the split decision.
This is one of those cases where his height is a little bit of a slight disadvantage here with getting under. Did it. Got through this, no problem yesterday, though. Expect to see the same today.
You can see Gavin kind of checking it out, making sure we don't got any incidentals here. Ben is known for some pretty good foot taps.
Alright. On to the drawbridge. Yeah. Alright. On to Cliffmaster.
Actually, it's the Cliffs of Yore.
Cliffs of Yore. I'm really tired. My bad.
That's the most fun name on the course. Looks like he's making it nice and smooth through the Cliffs of Yore.
Perfect. All right. Now I'm guessing he's gonna go for the reach strat here.
That was his beta. He is the one who suggested that to the Kaysen who we saw do it first. So I think we are pretty much guaranteed to see that today. Patented by him. I got a correction on Braden's last name, by the way. It's Ton L.
Ton L. Okay. Ton L.
So we were close. Ooh, makes that grab. Now we just got to get to that
gotta
finish
get
platform.
that swing fixed out.
Yeah.
Does have to watch that
Just
pull.
gotta time it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, looks like we're going real sideways now. Goes up a little high. Goes down on one arm.
Shaking
Shakes
that
out.
arm out. Yep.
And looks like he's going to fix that. And
There it goes.
There we go. Perfect.
Ooh.
Ooh, just almost misses that, honestly.
It's alright though. He's through. And he's on to the TFT.
In the running for second place.
Not first place. Wow.
He could get first if he makes the TFT. He'll be running for first. But he's got to make the TFT first.
That's true.
Yeah, I think he will though.
That's right. He does have a retry. He's
does
gonna
have a
chalk up
retry.
a bit more here.
Yep. You see Gavin with that reset. I'm pretty confident that he will definitely be able to get this one, though. I've seen him training his lock-offs and pull-up strength quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, we see a very interesting tech here where he puts both of them in the same carabiner. Oh, he
just to
okay,
switch.
okay.
Okay.
I was very confused for a second. Oh, misses that.
Can reset to that pad if needed.
Yeah, it looks like he is going to do that
He's
reset.
gonna do.
Alright, up to that first one. There we go. Looks like we aren't going to miss this time. Misses
gotta
that.
get that. Yeah.
Yep, there we
unhooked.
go. Aw, looks like his
Does
hands did
peel
just get
off.
tired out. Very good run from Ben.
Solid performance. Let's see him on the Neo.
I think he can get the Neo. I saw him practicing. We had a system set up for him to warm up on for it. And I think he will be able to get this one. As long as he can get that swing just right in the entry. You really got to make sure you're going nice and high, honestly. High and forward, like you're trying to go past that pole. Definitely one of my...
There it
They're also-
is.
And he makes it. There we
Very
go.
nice.
I knew it. Now we just got to get to that
casual
pad.
looking, too.
Almost looked like he could have monkey barred that. Oh, wait. Which pad's he going for?
Uh,
Oh, there we go. He makes it.
yeah.
Hey, let's go, Ben.
Very nice.
Very impressive. If he had made the TF2, he would have... The TFT, he would be in first right now. Very impressive stuff. Oh, going for the bar hop, too. I think, again, he should be able to get this one as long as his hands aren't too tired. I know that his threads have gotten better. Ooh.
Yeah, see him shaking his arms out there. He's going to go
Looks
for
like
this
he's gonna try
again.
again. He's just so tall, he can just jump right up there. Absolutely no problem. Aw, gets it out, but just
Close
can't
on
quite
there.
get it back in. Hands it to Vita to reset. Very nice of him.
And I'm going to go for the battering now.
To finish us out.
Not going to have too much room to swing on that first move there.
Looks like he might just jump out and then go for it. And up.
Really
Ooh, a
close
little bit
there.
of a foot tap there.
He's going to move to where he has a bit more space.
Very valid decision. Oh, gets a little backwards. And
He's
he's
got to beat the
sprinting.
buzzer.
I think that was the fastest we've
gets it.
seen anyone complete the last obstacle today.
Yeah.
Alright, up next
we
we've got
have
Malcolm.
Caden being on an obstacle that's in the monkey space. Sounds like a DQ
I think that
to
sounds
me.
like a disqualification,
Yeah.
actually. We have to make Gavin aware of that.
Yeah.
They have to get someone else in Elite to fill in for him.
We do have Malcolm up next. He's our final runner before our only elite competitor today. Looks like we're just waiting for the clear here from Gavin. Little bit of early
Pretty
start.
smooth there.
Very smooth. A little
We got
reach
Harper
and
on the
swing.
shot caddy. Going through the balance now.
Goes under that lever there.
Very interesting.
There's some speed.
And through.
Yep, he's gonna be going through the spider wall there. Climbing up just for that dismount. There we go.
Oh, bounces off that pad. Looks like he's going to reset onto the yellow. Just needs to get those feet a little higher. There we go.
There it is. Onto the cliffs of your starts to spin on him a little bit, but doesn't matter. He gets that reach. Ooh. Gets that underbar right on the edge there and gets that landing.
Very clean. Onto the ringmaster. I think he can do this. I saw him talking about it a lot in the warm-up area. I think he absolutely should be able to nail this one. Keeps those hands a little far apart here. Very interesting strategy. Ah, he just misses that, it looks like. That was really good. I think he'll make it this next attempt.
Comes in just with a little bit too much forward momentum, looks like. And unfortunately comes up a little bit short on that. That's alright. He's going to keep on going through. Trying the TFT now. Yeah, it does slip off. His arms are gotta be feeling it. Alright, looks like he... Yeah, he's going to try it again. We got Harper with the reset there. Getting his... Yeah, gotta get that swing going in the right direction. There it is.
Oh, just misses that. Looks like he was going out with the wrong hand. Looks like he's going to try again now.
Might as well,
Very
yes.
interesting attempts on the reset.
And there it is. Good try there. He's going to move on, try the other obstacles. Makes that catch. Going for the lever. Yeah, doesn't quite manage to hang on there. With that, our standings are finalized though. In Preteen, looks like we have Harper in first, followed by Brandon Seinfeld and Miles Wilson. On a time, he's got to go hit that buzzer. Very nice. Yeah, we are up to Caden, our only elite male competitor. So in teen male, that's solidified as well. We have Bodie, followed by Griffin, and then Kaysen. In young adult male, we have Cannon, followed by Leo, and then Ben. And in elite male, spoiler alert, we'll have Caden, who's our only competitor tonight.
Making some hateful gestures to the crowd. Very much a false start there. Might have to DQ him for that one too.
Yeah.
We'll see though. A little late on the completion too. Really going slow today.
What?
Oh, there we go. Finally picking up some speed.
Going for the vertical limits.
As he should. Oh, something. Nice job on that vertical limit. Going through the drawbridge very fast. Will he link here? Oh! Almost. Going for the monkey bar.
Very close on that one-handed catch. That would have been very cool to see.
That would have been pretty awesome. All right, going through continuous this time.
Going with two hands this time. Seems
does
to work a
not
lot
quite
better.
get the underbar through, though. All right, continuous here. Not quite. Very good. Makes that catch look too easy.
First try. Very nice. All right, TF onto the TFT.
All right, going. Oh. Going for a skip with some good tunes in the background here.
And he makes that from
skip.
the halfway point.
That was very impressive there.
That's the sort of thing we like to see from elite competitors.
All right, on to the Neo here. Looks like he is going to go up, forward, staring at that ring. Ooh,
Yeah,
just slides
flips a
down. I
little
think the
bit.
collection of chalk on there is really making that a lot harder to grab onto as well. Looks like he needs to shoot past it so he can go all the way around. Looks like he's planning that out right now.
Yep. And
Oh,
just
not
slides.
quite. Very good, though. Good run from Caden. Looks like he's
He's
just going to
gonna-
hop straight up to the bar like Ben. Go for that clean thread. Oh, goes for a skip all the way over there. That was very impressive, just landing straight on the red. Have not seen anyone do that at all.
Let's see if he can get the battering. I believe last time he made it to the last move and then didn't quite get that one. Let's see him get some redemption on that today.
Very clean run overall by Caden, though. Especially because he is still recovering from the food poisoning that he had a few days ago. So I know his system is a little shot right now. Making that batarang look smooth.
Alright, gotta get past this point.
Oh, falls right there.
Unfortunately, yeah.
That bar being so close
Right.
above does really limit your movement there. But a very good run nonetheless.
That's a great way to end off the night there.
Have a good night, everybody.
Alright,
We'll come back next time we have a competition.
there's...
Got a little cameo from commentator Christian, who was with you guys yesterday.
Alright.